Hey everyone, this is my interview with Shannon Beveridge. Other press members were present as well, and the ones you hear are LGBT fans deserve better. Um, I didn't know I was going to interview Shannon Beveridge. It was just after her panel that we were given the opportunity to go talk to her. So I was really happy because I'm just starting out with this YouTube channel. She has so many followers. So I was interested to learn a bit from her, and I found out what it means to her to have such a big platform, what you can do with it and what you want to do with it, because your heart needs to be in the right place for it. And also, just with this whole YouTube censorship that's going on in the LGBTQ community, how does she handle that, and what should I do? Because it's pretty hard to navigate it all. So that was really interesting, and I just noticed that she's so chill. She just when we entered the room, she just jumped up and was like, okay, let's do this. And yeah, she's so friendly and so chill, and I really enjoyed spending some time with her. So Shannon, thank you for this, and I hope you all enjoy this video. And if you enjoyed this video, would you please share it? Thanks!
It was actually Gabby from South of Nowhere. Yeah, Spencer's character. I really related with her because she's from the Midwest, and I'm from Texas, which is technically the Midwest, but people think it's the South, technically. So and so I saw that character, and her going and moving to LA, and her experience. I was like, oh my god, shoot, that's me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how was that for you? So you said in the panel just a few minutes ago that you started you grew up in quite a conservative place, and then you went to college somewhere very conservative. So how was that for you, sort of growing up not really having that sort of representation other than just one show?
Yeah, it was really weird. I mean, honestly, it was just weird because I didn't know you could be a lesbian. I didn't know that was a thing. So it wasn't like I even knew that I was missing some kind of representation, because I didn't know until I saw that character. I didn't know that that was something that existed really, because the only lesbians I ever knew were like my PE coach, and it was just that's definitely not me. So yeah, so I didn't know that you could be. And then since it's only been kind of more recently that I'm more aware of the lack of representation, because I want it, I want to watch it, not because I need it. I don't need validation. I feel fine in myself without it, but I'm just I want to watch it. You know what I mean? I'm you can only watch so many characters that you don't relate to before you're okay, I don't want to see this girl kiss this boy anymore. Can we get someone like me? And yeah, but stuff like this makes me positive, makes me confident. What is the word? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, basically optimistic for the
Thank
future.
you. That's
yeah.
Optimistic that there will be more of that, and done well. It's definitely more difficult for sure. I think that I'm lucky that a lot of my channel is pretty
More
advertiser
informative.
friendly.
Yeah.
It's very
mainstream.
Yes, thank you. So I've been lucky that with the band, it has affected me for sure, because I have noticed that if I put LGBT in my description link, I tend to get a flag, an early on flag, and then you can request to change it, and then they change it. But the thing that they don't tell you is it takes 24 hours before that really happens, and 24 hours are the biggest jump of your views. And when a video is demonetized, it's more of a problem than people realize, because it's not just that you're not making money. YouTube also doesn't suggest it to other people, because they don't make money off of it either. So if your video is not monetized, it's also not being shown in the same way that a monetized video is. It doesn't pop up as a suggested video for other people, so it hurts you in a lot of ways. So that's been annoying, but I think that has gotten better. It's definitely not good. It's definitely not. They have not fixed it. Especially, I think titles too. There's a YouTuber named, I think, Chase, and they did a video where they put trans. It's been so scary. They did a video where they put trans in the title, and then they uploaded the same exact video with a different title, and the one with trans in the title got banned, and the other one didn't. So it's definitely a problem. They have not figured it out, but yeah, it's definitely a form of censorship too. there was also this huge thing that happened where they were putting LGBT videos as a unrestricted mode, which is like, which is really crazy because that started to affect a bunch of coming out videos, like really nothing wrong with, like, no bad language. Like, it didn't make any sense for them to be restricted other than the fact that it was LGBT related. And restricted mode, not even a lot of people know about it or don't use it, but people that do use it are public libraries and public schools and parents who are super like conservative and trying to shelter their kids. So AKA the group of people who need it the most, like, and those are the people who need it. Like, you go to the library to be able to watch these things because you don't feel comfortable in your home, but your library has it on restricted mode. So like, so much of it like affected things in such a huge way. Like, people are talking about it, but like, I also think that people don't like it when they hear that when YouTubers are talking about a lot. I think a lot of people, their first reaction is just that we're mad that we're not getting money, and so they're like, okay, you should make videos because you want to make videos, which I totally agree with. You shouldn't make videos just for money, but it's like, this isn't about the money. Like, I would make a video and it has nothing to do with the money. It's about what that means and who it's affecting, and it's affecting me as a creator, but it's like more so affecting like these kids who need that content so much. So YouTube needs to do better.
Yeah, actually, I just started vlogging a few months ago, and this whole situation held me back for so long. It was like, I'm not sure if anyone's gonna see it even.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any tips for it? Like what you said, like, do you specifically put LGBTQ in your title or not? Like,
yeah.
Because if I do, then I know that it reaches the people that need it.
Mm-hmm.
But will it?
But will it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I don't always, but I do. Yeah, I try not to always put like the word lesbian or anything in my titles because I want the content to be more than that, and it definitely is about that. My channel is so much about my sexuality, but like, I did recently make a video and it was called Lesbian Interviews Ex-Boyfriend, and it didn't get demonetized and nothing ever happened to it. So that's what's so annoying about it, is it's like kind of a crapshoot and you don't know, and that's why it's frustrating. There's a very big lack of communication between YouTube and its creators, and they've like tried to make attempts at making it like more open, but especially for a smaller creator, it is not possible. Like, you are not gonna get in touch. Like, you can't talk to YouTube. I can't talk to YouTube, and I'm like one of the bigger LGBT creators, you know what I mean? It's really hard to get in touch with them. But I would say, like, for you, especially, like, put it in the title. I would put it in the title because you're targeting such a specific like audience, so it's worth it even if it's not suggested, because people will search that.
Yeah.
And that's when you first start. Like, I think the only way you really are going to get any like traction is from people searching that content, and then also you sharing it like on Twitter and like other. I think that's the biggest thing you need to figure out a way, is to move YouTube onto Twitter and Instagram to like promote it.
Yeah.
Because they don't censor you. I think I've been able to do, YouTube is so easy, not easy, but YouTube, it is so, you're so in control of your content if you're like just a solo creator, like making your own stuff and editing your own stuff, and like you don't have any pressure from anyone to do anything that you don't want to do. I definitely try to make the content that they want because that's why they're there. But I think for me, a lot of the times, the biggest thing I get is that they want more. They want me to post more and more and more, and they want to know more and more about me personally. And it's like, I do have to get to a point where sometimes you're like, okay, I know you want me to post 4 videos a month, but I don't have anything to say. And that's also like, I can't give you something that's not there for me to make, and I don't want to make it, so I just can't. Yeah. But yeah, it's difficult. It is demanding. They do want, like, there is a lot. You want to give them, like, I want them to want to keep following me, and I want to do the things that they like started following me for, and that can be, it can be like a lot of pressure. Yeah. But yeah, the LGBT community as a fandom is insane, like amazingly supportive, and like will follow you into like anything, and that's really, really, really cool. And I think YouTube is the same. It's not quite, I think, as extreme as like mainstream media and like shows and stuff, because it's like what we were talking about at the beginning. We need that representation, so you become so dedicated to it because it's so, you need it, you want it, I don't know, it's so validating to see yourself on a screen. That like you also know not just queer people are watching. That's what's also really cool about that kind of content. Like I know all my followers are queer, not all of them, but a lot of them, and then so I'm like that content's so tailored to them. But it's so cool for like a show like The 100 to have like this like storyline that not only queer women are watching that show, so like that's getting it digested by like straight women and straight men and like everyone in between, and that's really cool. Yeah, no, I think that's so cool. I think it's so cool. Digital media is so awesome because it gives the same thing I'm saying about I can make whatever I want to other people, and it's really cool too because I think there are more like YouTubers and creators who are wanting to like go behind the camera and create content, because I think that comes from that you can only share so much personal information before you're like, okay, you know all of my soul, and I don't
And
like
honestly,
honestly
my childhood stories.
yeah,
And, you know.
and I'm like I actually literally don't know anything else about myself to tell you, so you know what I mean. So you get to the point where you're like, okay, you have this audience and you want to keep making content that they need or want, but you're kind of like, how do I curate it and change it so that I'm like creating different stories, which is really, really cool. And it's like, I like am hoping that that's more and more and more and more happening. And it's cool because it's not just on, like now we have like full, what do you call it? Facebook makes like video content, and Instagram is like making video content. So there's so many platforms now.
You just talked about pressure.
Yeah.
Do you feel pressure on these conventions and stuff like that to answer questions that you maybe don't want to answer? Like I saw like the rapping.
Lil Bev, and you know I'm dope. I got speed to come running on the slope. I'm ready, I check my SAT. No girl this game can run it like me. Check out my hair and my curls. I'm the only beverage that can't be served.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you like it?
no, no, I did. But I mean, do you sometimes regret it afterwards?
Oh, well, that's a good question.
Are you full of regret?
Yeah.
Right now.
Because I've
I'm
noticed
stressed.
that
Like, maybe
these
after-
Q&As are
Yeah.
not filtered.
Yes,
I've
there is
noticed
no
some
filter.
questions today that I was like, okay.
It's a weird, it's just weird. It's weird to do anything for me because it's taking this online thing and making it like in real life. So it's like, I have so much control online of what I say and how I say it and when I say it, and I can think about a tweet before I post the tweet, and I can answer a question, and like even like my YouTube videos, I can think about what I'm gonna say before I do it.
Yeah.
So it is weird to be on the like I don't get to pick the questions anymore. It's just like you're there and now I have to answer it. But I find that like fans are so respectful for the most part, and you get a lot of I feel like for the most part they're super, super respectful of like, they do want me to sing and dance, but I don't want to do that. It's so much easier for people who can say no too, and some people it can't. Like I can't say, I have a hard time saying like no to like anything, so like I've definitely found myself in positions where I'm like taking pictures that I'm like, what, is this a good idea? I guess so, we're doing it. Did we do good?
We did good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, thank you guys. Of
Oh,
course.
okay.
What? Hey! Oh no, I can't go to YouTube's page yet because I don't have enough subscribers. If you want more queer content, and I think you do, subscribe to my channel. Help me out.